So there is this sort of discourse on people who sell courses and mentorships and digital products and whatnot. And I've been noticing that a lot of people on the internet have opinions about people who make the decision to put a price on their knowledge and information. And I was sitting over here thinking about it, and it kind of pisses me off. It's really, and maybe I'm slightly triggered, maybe that's something that I need to work on, but I'm going to vent it out in this video. Because really, it's entitlement. Because people selling courses, people selling ebooks, or any type of digital product with information, there's really nothing wrong with it. And I feel for the people who feel like they got scammed. They feel like they bought something and the information wasn't valuable. I get that part of it, and I get that that happens to a certain group of people. But honestly, that's something that can happen with anything. And I don't feel like it's necessarily something that should be full responsibility of the creators who are creating these products. I do feel like as a customer, you should do your research before you're buying something. And not just do your research on the product, but do your research on the industry, do your research on the person who you are getting your information from. I feel like a lot of people have forgotten or just never learned how to check somebody's credibility. It's not a difficult process. It just requires a little bit more time and energy to do. And a lot of people are too lazy. Yeah, I said it. A lot of people are too lazy to check the credibility of a lot of these creators that they are buying things from. And I don't think that that should be completely the responsibility of the creator, like I said. Because buying a course, buying a mentorship, buying a book is really no different than going to school and paying for education. There are so many different ways to pay for an education. It doesn't have to be formal. It doesn't have to be at this big private institution that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's completely forget this whole idea of schools and learning institutions. In life, there are only two ways to learn something. The first way is to figure it out on your own through trial and error. The second way is to learn it from somebody else who has already learned through trial and error, or from somebody else. Those are the only two ways to learn something. If you can think of another way, let me know. But life has shown us that there are only two ways to learn something. You either learn it on your own, which most people can do. It just takes a lot more time, energy, and effort. Or you can learn from somebody else who has already gone through all of the steps that need to be gone through in order to learn something. So when it comes to informal education, I really don't understand why so many people get their panties all up in a bunch. It really shouldn't be that big of an issue for people to charge for their knowledge and information. Because the thing is, the very thing that somebody is selling, the very information, a course, class, ebook, information, whatever it is that somebody is selling, yes, it's so easy to say, oh, I could have learned this on my own. I could have went and Googled this. I could have figured this out on my own. Yes, you could have. But you would not have been able to do it in 30 minutes. Most people are learning things and it's taking them years to accumulate all of this information. And if somebody packages that up for you to where it's easily digestible and you can learn all of that in 30 minutes, maybe an hour, maybe even a couple of days, they're saving you years of trial and error. Pay them for that because they have gone through the years of trial and error to teach you what they know. Even if it is information that somebody just Googled, why didn't you Google it? If it was that easy to just go Google, why didn't you Google it? There are two ways to learn things in this reality. You can either figure it out on your own, or you can learn it from somebody else. And don't be so entitled to think that somebody should just be willingly giving you all of the knowledge that it took them years to learn and understand and master. That is straight up entitlement. I just think it's funny because you wouldn't go to your doctor's office and ask your doctor to give you their job. They look at you like they're crazy because they've gone through uni, grad school, residency, and then all that time it takes to even find a place to hire. a doctor that specializes in whatever they specialize in, like, they will look at you like you're crazy. Because it is crazy to demand somebody to just give you everything that they work so hard for and to expect them to not put a price on it. You don't go to the doctor's office, the dentist's office, or any other profession and say, I know that you spent like 12 years of schooling on this, but could you just tell me everything that you know about such and such? No, it don't work like that. There are very few circumstances and instances where somebody will be genuinely willing to tell you as much as they know about a certain subject. Like, you have to be like this with that person. But to just go up to some stranger and expect them to just tell you everything they know, expect for them to just teach you, to take the time to teach you everything that they know about a subject and not want to be compensated for it, it's just crazy. Maybe that's why a lot of y'all be broke. Yeah. You expect people to give away value for free. And you're probably out here giving away value for free, which is why you ain't got nothing. I'm just saying. And that doesn't, I'm not saying that like you should go and spend all your money on like a course or whatever. I'm not saying you should go and hire the most expensive person for a mentorship. Definitely do your research, like I said, with people. Do your due diligence. But at the same time, don't get mad at people for putting your price on their knowledge. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And I just know there's going to be some people who just do not get it, who just do not understand. And you know what? Those are the kind of people that finish high school and then never attempt to learn anything else or do anything else with their lives. So, you know what? It is what it is. If you yourself did not know this, I'm going to go ahead and let you know. Everyone on this earth has value. Simply their existence has value, including yours. And it's very likely that if you do not value other people's existence, you're also not valuing your own, and vice versa. So if you're one of those people that gets triggered by somebody else selling their value or putting a price on their knowledge and information, I challenge you to ask yourself where your issue is really coming from. Do you value yourself? Do you value other people? We all have a lot to contribute and give to this world. And a person shouldn't be limited to their systems and institutions on whether or not or how they can give that value and show up. Let people show up how they want to show up. And I encourage you to do the same. But yeah, that's it. I got stuff to do. My makeup looks cute. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section. Yada, yada, yada. Subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.